Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. I am Meowlo. I'm just gonna adjust this here. You are currently hanging from like a plant macrame thing. Again, I still don't have a tripod. I thought I had one, but apparently I got rid of it. Yeah, so you're hanging from a plant macrame like a little acrobat. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to do the book newbie tag. I feel like let's get it out of the way. Let's get to know each other a little bit more. We'll do this fun little tag. It's 10 questions. You might be familiar with it. I think I've seen a lot of new to booktube people do it as their first video or one of their first few videos. Let's sneak it in before the holidays when all I want to do is talk about Christmassy stuff and book hauls. Here we go. Let's just jump right into it. Hopefully my camera won't run out of space on me, but it will. So the first question is, why did you start this channel? I started this channel because I love books and I want to talk to people about what I'm reading. I'm tired of bothering my fiance about it, although he would say he doesn't mind. He likes hearing me talk about books. I need to bother more than just him, okay? I need to come to you guys and make you guys listen to me talk about the books that I'm reading and how ridiculous some of them are or how good they are. I want to talk about books and I want to talk with people who feel the same way about books. So I've had this channel at least a year. I made the channel and I just never did anything with it. I was like too afraid. I finally just said, heck it, we're gonna do it and start uploading to it and talking about books. That's why I made it, because I want to talk about books. I want to bother people about books and things. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to booktube? I'm gonna be honest, I hate this question. Okay, I hate this question whenever I get it in like a content creator. It just keeps slightly moving. Okay, put tripod on list. I just don't like that I was slowly shrinking. We might have to do like a mid video scene change. So I don't like this question. You get it a lot when you're like applying for like stream teams and stuff. They're like, well, what do you bring to our stream team? And I'm like, I don't know, myself. I bring myself. I'm not sure. I'm gonna bring a lot of like beanies to booktube because I am a chronic beanie wearer. I'm gonna bring a lot of that right there, like inability to form words about things. Hopefully I bring a little bit of humor. I don't know, sometimes I'm not sure if I'm actually funny or if I'm just finding my own self funny. I guess we'll see how it goes, but I'm bringing myself and hopefully some passion and love for books and a little bit of silliness and chill times. I don't know. So I don't like that question, but hopefully I answered it in a way that makes sense. 3, what are you most excited about for this channel? I'm most excited about talking about books and meeting people. I've been in booktube for a while, like watching videos and stuff, and I leave some comments, but I've always been a little bit too shy. I'm super awkward, and when it comes to talking to people in comments and stuff, I'm always a little bit nervous about chatting with people and like being friendly with people in booktube. So I'm hoping that in making this channel I can actually like get over that and start being friendly with everybody, because everybody seems so fun and nice. I don't think she's in frame. You might be able to see her butt or her little face. Stop whining. Let's go outside and eat duck food. Oh, that's something else I bring to booktube. Chickens and ducks and alpacas and stuff for my B-roll footage. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna move my camera. Editing Meowlo here to apologize for all the scene changes in this video. I don't know how people have the space on their phones to do long records, but if you have tips, let me know. I'm gonna try and do a phone clean out, but it just filled up on me a lot. So I changed scenes here, I think 3 times. So Kobe and I are sorry. Okay, you're hanging from a different macrame. This one's a little bit more reliable because there's an actual plant in it, so it has some weight. It's not my favorite angle because you're like very direct on with me and I'm uncomfortable, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, what question was I on before I was so rudely interrupted by both a whining dog and a sliding camera? Why do you love reading? Question number 4. I love reading because it allows me to like experience things that maybe I'm otherwise unable to experience, and to go to like fantastical magical worlds, just like live out fantasies and stuff like that. We all have somewhat limited life experiences, and so through reading we can kind of expand that and sit in somebody else's shoes for a little bit. Also, I just really love like fantasy stuff, so I love the adventures and the romances and just experiencing those kind of stories. I'm not a big like TV watcher. If I watch anything on TV, it's usually like documentaries or like some sort of like reality TV. I don't really watch the like dating shows or stuff, but I don't really watch shows that have like overarching plot lines. am struggling right now. I am struggling. I'm fighting for my life to get this video recorded. Oh my gosh. Please ignore my terrible job here with my air conditioner. I'm not a handyman. Alright, I have to move again because I ran out of storage and there was no way I was gonna shove my phone back in that macrame planner. So we're over here instead. I think I answered number 4. Okay, number 5. What book series got me into reading? This is a hard question because hand in hand with one of the questions later, I started reading very early. I was reading chapter books in 1st grade, apparently, according to my parents, like Charlotte's Web and stuff like that. So I don't really know if there is like a definitive series that got me into reading. I could say Harry Potter because I do remember like picking up the first book at a book fair in my elementary school and just going ham for that. Like I was the right age for Harry Potter. I'm like a 30-something millennial right now, so I was like the same age as Harry Potter when I was reading the books. So that was like the ripe time for that. I so wish that I could have got into Percy Jackson back at that age, but hindsight is 2020. All right, I could say Harry Potter probably like propelled me. I've always been a reader, so I don't think there was any real like super book series that really got me into reading. I also guess I could maybe say like the Sarah J Maas series got me back into reading because I did take like a reading break during the period of time that I was like super addicted to like MMOs and stuff. I still am, but there was a specific period where all I wanted to do was play MMOs and wasn't doing anything else. So maybe I could say that like Sarah J Maas's series got me back in. Once again, like not the best series, but I could make an argument for that series if I felt like it, but I don't. That's not why we're here today. All of that to say there wasn't really one book series that got me into reading specifically. I just got into reading and never really stopped. So I do want to do some revisiting of old series from my childhood that I loved. Like I've been slowly collecting the old books, like old Tamora Pierce series, specifically like I used to have it sitting here. The one that's like about the person who can talk to animals. There's a name for that series, but I can't remember it off the top of my head. That one, and then there was the Daughters of the Moon series. So I'm really hoping to do some revisiting for some old series that really captured me when I was younger soon. That's a very long way to say nothing. No book series specifically got me into reading. Number 6. What questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? This is hard because I just kind of, where do y'all get your music you use for your B-roll? Like only 1 or 2 people have ever linked to something. That's something I would ask. I would be like, where do you get this? How are you finding this? Like I do so much Googling, and are you all using the subscription services? Is there one that you would recommend? Yeah, I think that's what I would mostly ask. I don't have any like burning questions. Okay, number 7. What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? 2 things specifically, I think. 1 is scheduling. I don't know if this is like my autism or my ADHD or something, but I am chronically allergic to schedules in a way that's like deep in my soul. It's not like I'm like, oh, I forgot I was supposed to do this today. It's like if I wake up and I have things too scheduled out, my brain is like, this is what we do every day. No, I think we should just leave this land. Like my brain just is like, if this is life forever, it's not going to work. So I struggle with like setting a schedule and sticking to it for a significant portion of time. I always kind of have to like vibe schedule. So I think that like that might be one of my hardest things, is keeping sort of to a schedule, because the algorithm likes when you are regular. They like when you're like taking your vitamins every day at the same time, like that kind of thing. They're like, you have to put a video out on the same day, or we're gonna shoot you out into the ether and you'll never see daylight ever again, like that kind of thing. So that's gonna be a struggle for me. I'm getting a lot better at it as I kind of work with myself and figure things out and just learn how to either work a little bit ahead or chill out on the scheduling and take some losses. That might be a struggle for me. And 2, I'm a mood reader. I can come up with video ideas and plan things out as well as I want, but the little gremlin inside my brain is still going to be like, add that book to your library hold. I know that you already have 30 books and you need to read those and you have video ideas for those, but add that to your hold list or you'll never think about it again, and then you'll forget it exists. And then like I'll sit down to read something and it'll be like, no, we read something else or we don't read for 3 weeks. Like that's what my brain is like. If you really want to read that, well, you're gonna have to wait a whole month. So I hope you're ready. Those are my 2 biggest challenges: being unable to really fully schedule things out and also being a mood reader. So I think those are both like the same problem a little bit, but That's gonna be my biggest challenge, is like sticking to what I want to actually make videos on. Number 8, when did I start reading? I said earlier, I kind of wish these questions should be pushed closer to each other. When did I start reading? I was reading for as long as I can remember. Like I said, my parents said I was reading chapter books in first grade. I don't 100% know for sure. Memories are fuzzy from childhood, but my parents like put me on the computer when I was like 2, and I was playing like educational games back then, so there was some level of understanding of words very early in my life. Number 9, where do you read? I read wherever I can. Sometimes I sit in my desk and read. Sometimes I sit in my bed and read. I don't really have like a set reading spot. Sometimes I sit at the kitchen table downstairs and read whenever nobody is talking at me. I really will just read wherever I can find a spot to read. Yeah, I always am carrying a book around just in case like something happens and I have time to fill with reading. So I just read whenever and wherever I can. Question number 10, which is the final question because I will not be showing you guys my book collection right now. I might do a current tour of my like setup because it's going to be changing soon. Anyways, number 11 was like, show us your book whatever, and I'm not going to do that today, just so you know. Number 10, what kind of books do you like to read? I am a fantasy girly. I like romance. I don't really like to read things if there is no romance in it. It doesn't have to be the forefront of it, but I'm not the kind of person that's going to be looking for like a book and be like, no romance. It's almost like a requirement for me to read something that there has to be some sort of romantic element. Without that, I don't know, I'm just not that interested. My fiance is always trying to get me to watch animes, and he'll be like, oh, there's no romance in this one, and I'll be like, is that a plus for you? Because that's a negative for me, so no thank you, you're on your own with that one. I mostly read anything that involves some sort of romance, but I really like fantasy. I like witchy romances. I don't really like contemporary romances. Like, I'll read Emily Henry, but it's not my favorite. I like there to be some sort of magical element. Give me like a witch or a werewolf or something like that. One of my favorite romance series is a contemporary romance actually, but it's set at Ren fairs, so I'm like, I need some sort of even like faux magical element. Give me that. I've been moving into a horror genre. I really am enjoying that, so do with that what you will. Give me recommendations for horror, and for me the horror doesn't necessarily have to have romance. Like, it's the one genre that I'm like, okay, we don't need lovey-dovey feelings here. I'm okay with not having that. So I am mostly like some sort of romance reader, but it doesn't have to be the forefront. I really liked Our Wives Under the Sea, and a lot of that wasn't necessarily what I would call like romantic, but there was that like personal emotional level between the characters there. Maybe that's what I like to read. Things like that. I just read a lot of romance of all different sorts of genres, and horror now too, which in my brain makes sense, but I can't quite articulate why yet. I haven't figured it out why that's an easy jump for me. So if you have an idea, let me know. All right, I think I'm about to run out of space on my phone, so let's wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching this newbie booktuber tag. Once again, I am Meowlo. I am new to booktube in the sense that this channel is new. I've been kind of lurking in booktube before on my main channel, just Meowlo, but this is Meowlo the Mood Reader, and I am super excited to be here. As is tradition, my phone ran out of space as I was filming the outro. Where did I leave off? I think I was saying thank you to everybody who tuned into my last video. I appreciate it. I was expecting no views, so I appreciate everybody who tuned in to watch me complain about a bit of a letdown for the year. Thank you so much for tuning into the Booktube Newbie Tag today. I appreciate you guys so much. Please like and subscribe, maybe leave a comment and let me know what your favorite kind of books are, or did you do the Booktube Newbie Tag, because I'm about to go and watch a whole bunch of them after I put this up. I'm looking forward to meeting a bunch of people, so I'll see you guys in the next one next week. I think it's gonna be my December TBR or something. I'm not sure yet, but we'll find out when we get there. Thank you again, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.